Welcome to another session of live online Sahaja Yoga meditation. This is Mark in New Jersey. So if you're returning, welcome back. And if it's your first time trying online meditation, hope you enjoy it. So the first thing to do is to make sure that we're physically comfortable. We're sitting in a way that will help us to remain alert, but there's nothing pressing, straining, squeezing anywhere. So our clothes are loose and comfortable. Our cell phone is on airplane mode, so there's no disturbances. And for the next 30 minutes or so, we'll meditate together. So we begin by sitting either on the floor or on a chair. And we can rest our hands on our lap with the palms up. And if you've been shown at your weekly meeting how to raise your own inner energy, sometimes called the Kundalini because it's coiled, let's do that together. Place our left hand at the base of our spine in the front, in front of the sacrum bone, and as we move our left hand up in a steady, smooth upward motion in the air, our right hand is going up the inside, over the top, down the outside, around the left hand. So we raise it up. When our left hand gets above our head, we spin our wrists and tie a knot. Now bring our left hand back to the sacrum bone area, and again bring it up with the right hand going around it. When we get to the top, spin our wrists and tie a knot. The third time, you again start at the base of the spine, bring the left hand up with the right hand going around it. But now when we get to the top, we're going to tie 3 knots. 1, 2, 3. And if your meeting coordinator showed you to tie 2 knots the second time and 3 knots the third time, that's fine. That also works. There's no right or wrong way to do it if you're doing either 1, 1, 3 or 1, 2, 3. Now we'll give the protection. You might have been told it's called a bandhan. So that is an arc which we make over our body, starting with the left hip with the right hand. Sweep the hand up and over the top of the head and all the way down to the right hip. In the meantime, the left hand is simply resting on the lap, fingertips slightly outstretched. Now we return the right hand back to the left hip. That's 1. Do a total of 7. Now we rest both hands on our lap with the fingertips gently outstretched, not forcing them out, but just aware that we want our palm up. We close our eyes and take some slow, deep breaths. And our goal is to have our attention reach the top of our head. So let's put our hand where the goal is going to be. Take our right hand and rest the palm of the right hand on top of our head. Feel the weight of our right hand. Stretch the fingertips up in the air so just the palm is touching the top of our head. So if you've been racing around, trying to get things ready, check things off a list, meeting deadlines, there's going to be this shift in our attention and our awareness as we settle into the present moment. With our attention on the palm of our right hand, we raise it up in the air. Take the attention up in the air with the right hand. And some of you may be feeling a cool above your head, some might be feeling warm, and some might feel no difference. Just that you're aware that your hand is above your head. Okay, we can rest both our hands on our lap again. The eyes can be closed, or they can be looking at a scene of nature, something soothing and very, very useful for meditation is looking at a photograph of Sri Mataji. So often we'll clear the left channel, the channel of what we would like to do in our lives, what we call the channel of desire. Today let's start by cleaning out a little bit the right channel. So this is the channel of our action, doing things, planning things, having ideas and opinions about things. So to cool down the whole right side, we simply leave the right hand resting on the right lap, but we bend our left elbow and let the left palm aim towards the sky. Some people like to have it aiming over their left shoulder. The idea being that you have directed any heat from the right channel to flow out of the system through the left hand. And in these moments when there is no speaking by me, you might notice your thoughts start intruding. There's questions, opinions, observations. So this is a chance to notice how that habit of thinking is there. And to say to the thoughts, later. Okay, we can put our left hand down, and now with the right hand resting on the right lap, we'll take the left hand and place it near the right hip. And our goal is to move the attention into the center, into the present. Sometimes if we've been overactive, what'll happen when we stop being overactive is that we'll shift all the way over to the left side and start to feel sleepy. But our goal is to move the attention into the center so that we're rested, we're calm, we're not doing anything, but we're also completely alert. Our five senses are fully functioning. We can cleanse this center on the right hand side throughout the day if we simply put our attention on something very clean and pure. Maybe go outside, have a look at nature, look at a beautiful photograph of the Grand Canyon, or some beautiful creation of art, or look at Shrimataji's photograph and allow the soothing qualities, the inspiring qualities, to be absorbed. Then we move our hand up an inch or so until it's resting on the right side of our stomach, the right side of the abdomen, just touching the bottom of the rib cage. And inside the body around this point is the liver. And it's very easy to heat up the liver, irritate the liver. It does a lot of hard work in establishing our meditation. It processes a lot of toxins, not only in our physical self, but also in our subtle self. So to cool, refresh, rejuvenate the liver, we put our hand there and allow the vibrations which are flowing through our fingertips to soothe, to cool down, to restore the full functioning of our liver. Questions, comments, editorials, all the reactions of the mind, here's your chance to notice. And say, not now, not now. Okay, keeping our right hand on the lap, we're going to move our left hand up and place it not in the center of the chest, but slightly to the right of center. So it's near the center of the chest, but slightly to the right side. And the subtle qualities in our inner system here reflect to our sense of responsibility, of people depending on us, of us looking after others, and of course also looking after ourselves, having that same regard and respect for ourselves. If you take on a leadership role, a guiding role in life, and you feel it very stressful, a lot of pressure, almost overwhelming, you can strengthen your leadership qualities by placing your left hand on the right side of your chest, near the center. And those qualities of strength, determination, decisiveness, compassion, they're strengthened. See if there are any thoughts. See if the attention has settled above the top of the head. See if it's quiet. Now we're going to move our left hand a bit higher until it is basically in that corner, the space where the neck touches the shoulder on the right side. So we're used to doing this position at our meetings, and we often have to clear the blockages on the left side, especially feelings of guilt, judging ourselves, denigrating ourselves. On the right-hand side, it's where we express our connection to other people, and if it's out of balance, it's where we express our irritation, our aggression, our meanness. It's where we can be sarcastic. We say words that we wish we hadn't said. So our goal is to unleash the sweetness in our communication, to touch people and affect people through our inner power of love and compassion. So to soothe down this right side in our expressions to others, in our connections to others, we place our right hand and see if we are in meditation. See if it is quiet. As the energy moves up the right channel, when it reaches the brain, it crosses over. So now we'll take our left hand and place it on the left side of our head, just above the ear, on the left side of our head. And this is where the right channel has crossed over. And how big a pressure this area has on us we can detect in our speech. If most of our sentences begin with I like, I don't like, I believe, in my opinion. So that is sometimes too much. So now in this moment, the only sentence we can say is, I want to be in meditation. Now we can rest our left hand on our lap. Okay, we can cool down our liver a bit more. So let's once again, with the right hand resting with the palm up, the left hand is pressing a little bit against our right abdomen, just below the rib cage. A very effective technique in Sahaja Yoga meditation to cool down this overheated liver is to put some ice cubes in a Ziploc bag, or get one of those cold packs to keep your lunch cold, and maybe wrap it in a cloth and place it so it's not touching directly the skin, but is resting against your liver on the right hand side. And just hold it there for like 5 or 10 minutes and simply breathe. See if you're thinking or see if you're in meditation. And that cool will help to cool down the liver. It'll help to decrease all that prickly irritation and annoyance with things, especially small things, that we should be able to stand back, identify what that small thing is, and then not react. Okay, let's have both our hands now either stretched out in the air or resting on our lap with the palms up. Now we're going to move our inner energy, our Kundalini energy, from the base of our spine all the way to the top of our head. We can use our right hand, place it in the air, just in front of the sacrum bone, and with our fingertips sort of in that area, in the air, see if our attention goes to our triangular bone, to the sacrum bone. See if you can feel your own energy at the base of your spine. Now move your hand upward an inch or two and see if the energy moves up your spine. Okay, once again place your hand at the base in the front, not touching anything but in the air, and it's corresponding to the energy in the sacrum bone. Now move the hand upwards till it reaches about the middle of your stomach and see if your energy moves up the spinal cord to correspond to your intention. So there's no visualization, there's no attempting to make a sensation that isn't there. You're simply observing and seeing whether the energy does move in your attention. It could be that your hand is moving and that's all that you're aware of, or it could be that you can feel the energy moving also. So if you don't feel anything other than that my hand is moving up in front of my body, that's okay. It's still working. You're still moving the energy. Okay, once again, place the hand at the base of the spine in front. And now very smoothly and slowly raise the right hand up until it reaches the center of your chest in the air. And see if the attention also moves up your spinal cord. Okay, now once again, place the right hand at the base of the spine in the front. And move the hand up smoothly in the air. And when you reach the base of your throat, you can pause and see if the energy is moving up your spinal cord and also moving to the base of the throat in that corresponding area in the cervical plexus. Okay, now we're going to take the attention all the way all the way to the top of the head. So once again, the right hand starts at the base of the spine. If you detect the energy is also moving up the spinal cord, that's great. If not, it's still working. So move the right hand up, past the stomach, past the chest, past the throat, up past the nose, past the place between the eyebrows, above the forehead. Finally, your hand is above your head, and then bring it up a little higher. Okay, we can now let the right hand rest. Take the left hand and place the palm of the left hand on top of your head. Now keep your attention in the palm of your left hand, move your left hand up, and let it pull your attention, with the goal being to enter the meditative state where there's the silence, the peace, a sense of contentment, of letting go of all the things that otherwise bring us down. Simply being. Okay, move the left hand slightly higher, bring the attention a bit higher. Okay, left hand can be resting on the lap, right hand resting on top of the head. Bring the attention a bit higher, raise the right hand up, raise it up a bit more, keep raising it a few more inches, and see if your attention keeps going where your palm is. See if there are any thoughts, or is it quiet? You don't need to do battle with the thoughts. We don't need to suppress them. We simply observe them. And at some point, our own inner energy will take us above those thoughts. Okay, we can let our right hand rest on our lap. Now I invite you to just sit and enjoy the state of meditation. I'm not going to speak anymore. In fact, I'm going to put on some music. And I invite you to once again try some online live Sahaj Yoga meditation at another time. And of course, any questions you can ask your local meeting coordinator. and enjoy the meditation.